morning, everyone, and welcome to our story time. Today, we've got a wild tale coming to you straight from the bathroom. It was a bright and shiny morning. The toothbrushes, Betty and Bob, were standing at attention, ready for duty. The bar of soap, Sudsy, was humming a bubbly little tune. But over in the corner, one little guy was not feeling so fresh. It was Tommy Toothpaste, and he was still half asleep, dreaming of minty fields. Suddenly, a giant voice echoed through the bathroom like thunder. "Kids, time to brush your teeth." Tommy's little tube body went stiff. His cap rattled with fear. "Oh no, not again," he whispered. Every single morning was the exact same nightmare. He'd be grabbed, squeezed, twisted, and squished until he felt like he had no mint left to give. The pressure was just too much. But today was different. Oh yes, today Tommy had a plan. A brilliant, daring, and slightly slippery plan. He waited. He listened to the footsteps getting closer. He felt the hand wrap around him. The cap began to twist, and just as it popped open, Tommy gathered all his strength. He pushed with all his might and launched himself out of the tube. Plop! He landed right on the shiny porcelain sink. "Betty!" the toothbrush gasped. "He's done it! The toothpaste has escaped!" Tommy didn't waste a second. He started sliding across the wet surface, a little trail of minty freshness behind him. "I'm free!" he shouted with glee. No more brushing. No more foamy fate. I'm a free tube. He zoomed past Sudsy the soap, who was in the middle of a big lather. Sudsy yelled, "Watch out, Tommy! Slippery zone ahead." But it was too late. Tommy hit a patch of water and went into a full spin. Whoosh! He slipped, slid, and bounced right off a bright yellow rubber ducky. For a moment, it was flying, soaring through the air like a minty superhero. It was glorious. And then he landed. Splash! He found himself in a strange, crunchy, and slightly sweet place. All around him were little toasted oat rings floating in a sea of milk. He had landed right in a bowl of cereal. The little oat rings screamed in surprise. "What are you doing here? You're Minty. This is a honey nut zone." Tommy blinked, completely bewildered. He looked around at the floating shapes and the milky abyss. I don't know," he stammered. I think I'm breakfast now." Just then, a giant silver spoon swooped down from the sky and scooped him up along with a bunch of cereal. This was it, the end. But instead of heading towards a giant mouth, the spoon started to shake. The kid holding it was laughing so hard, milk sloshed over the side of the bowl. A moment later, Mom walked into the kitchen. She looked at the counter, saw the mess, and let out a long sigh. "Okay," she said, putting her hands on her hips. "Who put toothpaste in the cereal again?" Tommy, sitting proudly on the spoon, felt a wave of victory. He'd done it. He had escaped the dreaded brushing routine. He was a hero, a legend. But his celebration was cut short. Mom gently picked him up off the spoon with a tissue. She looked at the mischievous little tube and smiled. "Guess what, Mr. Escape Artist," she said, carrying him back to the bathroom. "For that little adventure, we're brushing twice today." Tommy's minty heart sank. His cap dropped open in horror. No, not the double squeeze. And that's the story of how Tommy the Toothpaste learned a very important lesson. Sometimes, trying to escape your problems only leads to more trouble and makes you extra, extra minty. Thanks for joining our story time today. I hope you enjoyed Tommy's silly adventure. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fun stories. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.